Hi friends, day 4 of the Clarity Challenge, and today's teaching is about staying present. I like how John calls attention to how anxious we are when we're obsessing about a past that we cannot change, or we're ahead in the future to an event that hasn't even happened. And if you think about it, if you take a moment, think about the times you have feared something and it didn't really turn out that way anyway. So you've just wasted time and energy. Fear and anxiety is a really, it's a big vampire energy suck. And of course, they're emotions, so you're going to have fear and anxiety. You can't get rid of those things, but you can learn to work with them by staying present, by having little practices like the gratitude practices and the other things that we're learning as we're going through these days. So today's short little yoga practice is going to be just reminding you to stay present in the body, to breathe with anything that comes up or distracts you from being right here in your room, on your mat, or wherever you are. And give yourself that gift of presence, right? I know it can seem pretty goofy that you give yourself a present when you stay present. But time does really feel limitless whenever you just open your eyes to where you are right here, right now. And so let's get started. We're going to start today on our backs. So stretch yourself nice and long. Close your eyes. Open yourself out like your Patrick Starfish. Just splay it out however you feel comfortable in whatever space or room you have. And we're just going to take a few minutes to scan our body, starting at the top of our heads with that glow, that warm sunlight. Starting at the crown of the head and going down the forehead, and the eyes, the nose, the lips, the throat, and the shoulders, and the arms, and the fingers. Taking that glow down your chest, your belly, and at your hips. Breathing that glow of warm sunlight down your knees, and your shins, and your ankles and your toes. Fully relaxed and immersed in this moment. Breathe deeply. Inhale and expand your belly, letting it really lift. Using the power of your breath to feel a deep stretch, and then exhale nice and long, just gently dropping the belly back down. And one more round of breath just like this, nice and deep and long and easy. Now with your eyes closed, I want you to reach your hands overhead and lengthen your legs, straighten them out like you're one line in a ruler. One long line, stretching and lengthening, pointing your toes, stretching your fingers. Now relax your hands down. Go ahead and take your right foot over to the edge of your mat. Take your left foot, if you can, and kind of go to reach it. Take your right arm out at the edge of your mat and your left hand and reach towards it like your little crescent. Feel that nice stretch through your body. Inhale and exhale, just a gentle stretch. Go ahead and walk to the other side.
moving your left foot and your left arm as you'd like, taking that right foot towards the left foot, towards the outer edge of your mat. You can certainly cross it if that's within your practice today. And then your right arm reaches over to the left side. One of my sides is definitely more limber than the other. Now deeply breathe. Go into this as deep as you'd like. Coming back to center, stretching along, gently open your eyes. We're going to come into a butterfly pose, laying down again. Feet come together as close in as is possible. And just kind of flutter here, opening the hips. Inhaling and exhaling. Draw your knees together. Bring your knees into your chest and just kind of rock from side to side. Do little circles with your knees one way a couple of times. Inhaling and exhaling. And you can't help but to be present, and then the other way. Whenever you're having to focus on this flow and these movements and the cues that I'm giving. Reach your legs up to the sky, drop one down, right one. Drop the left one down, reach the right one up, flex the foot, the other one comes up, flex the foot, drop them both slowly down, little by little. You can use your hands here. You can also bend your knees if that's what you need. All the way down to the ground. One more long stretch. Draw your knees into your chest, and we're going to rock 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Coming onto all fours in our tabletop position. Couple of cat-cows. Drop your belly, look up. Exhale, press away. Navel draws into spine. Chin tucks in, press away. Go ahead and move a little bit so you can deeply get into the stretchy feelings in your body. Drop the belly, look to the sky. Cow, inhale, open your chest, hips come up, press away. Cat, exhale, inhale. Now we're going to come down onto our forearms for puppy pose, just like this. I'm going to have it nice and lined up. Go ahead and drop your head, lifting your hips up to the sky. Drawing your shoulders back, feeling a nice stretch. Let that air fill up the back of your body. Release, open mouth if you'd like. Inhale, it fills the back, it fills the front. Just really fill up your body with all that air. Imagine it going all throughout your body, and release the breath. Let's do that one more time. Inhale fully, hold, exhale. Go ahead and lift your head. We're going to twist side to side with our arms through our underneath. So we're going to go left arm, stretch it forward, and then draw it underneath the right arm. Head goes down as far as it can go. If you have a block or a bolster, you can of course use that. Now continue to walk your hands in your arm. And go ahead and continue to stretch your hips up to the sky. Deepening the stretch as you need. Breathe here. Go ahead and walk in, and let's switch sides. Right arm swoops underneath the left. Again, you can stay here, or you can just kind of keep working it to feel a little deeper. Inhale and exhale here. Go ahead and walk yourself back into your tabletop position. One more cat, pressing away. Exhale. One more inhale. Looking up to the sky. Now let's go ahead and come into our first down dog. Load your toes. Hover your knees just a moment. Draw the core in and then press back. Crick, crick. Come into your plank, measuring your distance of your hands and your feet, and then press back again into down dog. Go ahead and pedal here. Let's get warmed up in this first down dog of our practice. Again, I like to hyperextend and just play a little bit with what feels good. Or, stay away from what doesn't feel good, of course. Now let's come into our plank. Let's drop to our knees and then come into our first cobra, a little back bend. You can do a little baby cobra here. Lift up. Chest is forward, shoulders back. Come down, load your toes, back to down dog. Again, child's pose is your go-to neutral position where you just take a breath. And where is your mind now? Great Pixie song. Is it here? Is it in this room? Look at your toes. Get your ankles, your knees. Shoulders are down. Knees go down for child's pose. Stretch nice and long right here. One breath. Imagine the breath filling your back as again that sunshine, that warm light fills up. Exhaling. Go ahead and come up into a tabletop position. Pressing back, take your right foot forward for a low lunge. I love these lunges. Go ahead and shift forward. As we've been practicing or talking or cueing about, is we want to make sure our hips are square as possible to the front of the mat. Go in a little bit deeper here. Rise your arms up. Shoulders come back. And like a goalpost here. Straight. Not straight, but you want to crick your forearms or make them like a 4. Make a goalpost here. Take your left hand, drop it to the inside of the right, by the right foot, and then stretch up to the sky. You can, of course, go deeper if you'd like. One breath here. Load your back toes and come up on that knee if you would like. One breath here. Drop that back knee. Step back into a tabletop. Shift to a quick child's pose and then come forward, arching your back. Left side. We're gonna lunge here nice and deep. Squared hips, feeling that stretch. Rise your arms up and then goalpost again. Fingers are open, chest is wide. Take your right hand inside, beside your left foot, stretch up. Open up wide. Load your back toe and come up. Nice and strong on your foot. Nice engaged thighs, glutes, core. Your core is working here too. Go ahead and come back down, bringing your foot back. We're going to step into a plank. Shifting back to down dog. And creaking a bit here. Go ahead and walk your hands back to your feet. Hang into a rag doll for just a breath. Knees are soft. Letting that gravity do its work here. Again, filling the back with your breath. Where's your mind now? Is it here in this room? Drop your hands and slowly roll up. Go ahead and step nice and wide to a side sort of triangle here. We're going to reach our arms up to the sky and we're going to slowly float down into a bit of a tabletop here. Drop your hands down just for a moment. Turn your toes in so you can feel a little bit more of a stretch in the back here. Now, if you feel like you're leaning back, lean forward. Just stay here if you'd like. You can drop it a little bit further down. You can bring your hands inside your feet and lengthen your head a little bit deeper towards the mat. Another breath here. I'm starting to feel the lean back. Go ahead and walk your hands forward. Bring your hands to your waist. Hold here. And then rise all the way up. Nice and slow. Hands come up. Come to your waist. And then come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Hands to your shins or your knees. Drop your hands back down. We're going to come into our plank. You can do an easy plank here and come all the way down. Little cobra. Down dog. One breath here. Step your right foot forward for a warrior one. Left foot at a nice little angle. Rise up. Nice and strong. Tilt your hips just a little so it's neutral position here. Drop your hands down, step it back. Knees down, come all the way down, little cobra. Load your toes, come back into down dog. Lift your other leg, step it forward. Angled back foot, rise up nice and strong. Tilting your hips forward just a little bit, shoulders down your back. Coming down into our plank position, down on our knees, all the way down, little cobra, big cobra, or up dog. Load your toes, stay in plank for just a moment. Now again, you can bring your knees down if you like. We're going to stay here for just a moment. One breath here. Drop your knees. Come onto your forearms. You can stay right here if you'd like, or you can lift your knees. Drawing in for just a breath. Drop to your knees again. Go ahead and come up on that knee, bring it forward, stretch your right leg out into like sort of a modified gate pose and come up. Arms stretch out, drop your right hand to your leg and reach over nice and strong. Reaching your arms to the sky, opening up your chest and your side body, breathing. Feeling that opening, closing your eyes and just really taking in where you are and how you feel. And come back down. Switch sides, so drop your knee, step your opposite leg out. Arms lengthen out, shoulders are nice and soft down your back. Drop your other hand and reach over to the side. And look up to the sky. Open that side body. Woof. Feels good. It hurts so good. Doesn't hurt. It's good. And go ahead and come back down. We're going to come into another tabletop here. And we're going to drop our belly. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Loading your toes, not loading your toes, excuse me, let your toes meet. Come into your child's pose. Reach your arms back out. Deep inhale here and exhale. Look to the front of your mat. Go ahead and come into a seated forward fold position. So go ahead and come onto your bum. Like I said before, I like to situate things. I want you to activate your feet. They're nice and flexed. You can open your toes. Mine are do the best they can. Reach your arms up beside your ears, shoulders are softly down, and then just reach forward. Your gaze kind of follows where you're reaching. Inhale, straighten back up again, shoulders are down, gaze is forward. Then go ahead and start coming back down. Gaze is towards your toes. Using focal points for staying present is quite nice, because whenever you really have your drishti in one spot or your gaze in one spot, sure, you can sort of nod off, but if you really just focus on that one thing, that toe, that edge of the mat, you are fully present and aware in this space. Inhale, exhale, fold a little bit more. You can come up each time you inhale and exhale to go a little bit deeper. You want your chin neutral. You don't want to be hunching over. Nice and strong core, shoulders down your back. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Start walking up. Now come and let's just open out as wide as we can for a couple more side stretches. Feet are flexed. Reach your hands up. Exhale. Go ahead and drop your right hand down to wherever it will land on your right foot. And reach overhead. Don't want that hip to come up, okay? So if it's coming up, then you've gone too far. You can use this hand to support you in this posture. Inhale and exhale. Kind of play with that arm and how it feels whenever you open it straight or arch it over. Open your side body, twisting just a little, opening that arm. Nice inhale and exhale. Now come back to center. Reach the arms up overhead, shoulders are down. Drop the opposite arm to wherever it feels good to you and stretch. Using that arm that's landed to support you. How does it feel? Close your eyes. Check in with how you're feeling right now. Move that arm, play with it a little bit. See what feels good, see what needs there are in this stretch. Inhale and exhale. Open your eyes if they were closed. Coming back to center. Now we're going to reach forward, just hinging at the hips. Shoulders are not bunched around your ears. Reach forward high. Go ahead and have a neutral neck so your spine is in alignment as much as is possible. Crown of the head is coming forward towards each other. Inhale and exhale. Reach up one more time and one more fold, a little bit deeper if possible. Toes are still flexed and active. Your legs are active. Everything is active here if you think about it. Scan your body. Be here in your body. How does it feel? Inhale and exhale. Drop your hands and slowly come back. Okay. Let's go ahead and close class, getting into your easy pose. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. How are you feeling? What are you feeling? Congratulate yourself that you're here in day 4.
Just set an intention to be more present in your conversations for whatever the day has to hold for you. Fully awake and alert and clear. Inhale and exhale, open your eyes. Thank you. See you tomorrow.